Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, I gotta have some real talk with you guys today, right? Because, I want to talk about one of the main reasons why you're having trouble in the game. One of the main reasons why you're not getting girls, why you're not attracting women, why you're not having as much sex as you want, why you're not going on dates, whatever it is. And one of the main reasons is because you have low self-esteem. All right? It's because you have low self-esteem. See, I get a lot of emails from guys. I get a lot of comments from guys. And, within these things, and I'm seeing this all the time, is, it's all about low self-esteem. It's all about you thinking that you're not good enough for a chick, or you thinking that, there's something wrong with you. All these different things that's stopping you from getting girls, right? And see, I always talk about confidence, and, a lot of guys, they still don't get it. They're like, there's even guys on YouTube with videos that talk about confidence is bullshit. Like, I've talked about this before, and I think it's hilarious because those are usually the guys who are not confident. So I'm like, how the fuck do you know, right? But, a lot of you guys are out here trying to make shit happen. But what happens is that you're starting out from a place of insecurity. You're starting out thinking that women don't like you, right? And see, what's going to happen is that you're never really going to get shit going in the way you want it to until you understand your value, until you understand how valuable you are. You understand? So, like, even the other day, I put out this video, and I think the title was, men are the choosers too, not just women. And I was basically talking about how, people say, well, women are the choosers and women choose men and all that. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. But on the flip side, men also choose. We also choose too. Like, both sides choose, because you still have to choose to go up and approach a specific girl that you want to actually go talk to. So you're choosing to approach her. And most relationships or most interactions between men and women do not begin unless the man starts it. You understand? So you got to understand that there's power in that. So you got to understand how valuable you are to the actual situation of, relationships, right? But see, so many guys are insecure. So many guys have low self-esteem, so they approach the game with that low self-esteem. They are looking at it as, women are up here and they're down here, and they have to, get up to women over here. You understand? No, right? A lot of guys have this thought process of, even I was looking at certain comments, I'm getting certain emails, and guys are like, oh, but women are the gatekeepers of sex, and, we have to compete to get the hot girl, and why would the hot girl want me? Because I'm not the best looking guy, and I don't got the most money, and yada, yada, yada. Fuck all that shit. See, I always talk about mindset, and the thing is, the reason why it's hard to even explain this is because for a lot of you guys out there, none of this is really going to make sense because you're so caught up into what's happening right now with you. You're so caught up into the way women are responding to you right now. But the reason why women are responding to you in a certain way where you don't really like it, where girls aren't really giving you the time of day, girls are, they're flaking on you, or they doing all this other goofy shit, is because it's a direct reflection of how you view yourself, right? Answer me this. Now, be honest. Imagine you was talking to a chick, right? And she's bad. Let's say she's a dime. She's a 10, right? And let's say you got her number. But let's say she, you try to set up a date and she flaked on you, right? And you say, all right, I'm going to give her another chance. And then she flaked on you again. She flaked on you twice, right? Would you still try to get at her? Be honest. Would you still try to get, this is the hottest chick you ever seen in your life, right? Would you still try to get at her, right? Now, if some of you are being honest, you probably say, yeah. You probably say, I'm going to keep trying, I'm going to keep making it happen. Or let's say another scenario, let's say if that same hot chick, let's say she actually does go out on a date with you, right? And let's say, y'all are kissing and everything, and you want to smash. But she's like, nah, I don't want to fuck you, or whatever, right? Or she's not saying that she don't want to fuck you, but she's not fucking you that night. Next thing you know, you go out on another date, and you trying to smash, and she's still not having sex with you. Would you keep going? Would you keep trying to have sex with her? Be honest, right? Now, if some of you are honest, most of you would probably say, yeah, I'm going to keep going, right? Now, see, the reason why I'm asking you these questions, and the reason why I'm asking you to be honest, because your answers to these questions is going to show you sort of where you're at in the game. See, if I'm in a situation with a chick where she's being extremely flaky, or I'm in a situation with a chick where I want to smash and she's on some wishy-washy shit, or she's, trying to take too long or stretch it out, I'm charging her to the motherfucking game. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't care how hot she is. I don't care if she's the hottest woman on earth or what. I don't give a fuck. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't care about having to get with her. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so the reason why I get a lot of women, and the reason why certain guys who are like me get a lot of women, because we don't give a fuck. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about getting this girl. I don't give a fuck about getting that girl. But you know what's going to happen is that me not giving a fuck about it gets me more women. Because when I interact with women, they can see that. They know that. They're not even sure if I'm into them or not a lot of times when I'm dealing with these girls. You understand? And what happens is that since I don't give a fuck, I get more women because I have that energy of I don't need you. See, a lot of you guys, you have that low self-esteem, needy, clingy, I need you energy. So what happens is that when you're dealing with that hot girl who's flaking, who's bullshitting on you when it comes to sex and all the other stuff, the reason why you're not getting it and the reason why you're not getting it with other girls is because you're always coming at them on some I need you. I need the validation. I need for you to like me. I want you so bad. You're so hot. Oh my God, I have to have you. You understand? And that's coming from you having that low self-esteem. Because if you were confident, right, and you had an abundance mentality, you would not give a fuck if this girl stays or goes. You understand? It's like, whatever. If you hear cool, if not cool, I'm moving on. You know, I've had situations where I'll be online with a chick, or, I'm texting a girl on Tinder or whatever, or OkCupid or whatever any of these sites are, right? And so my agenda, and notice I said my agenda, not what the fuck she wants to do. My agenda is to get her off the site so I can meet her in person. Then I have girls who will actually try to say, can we talk on here more? I need to, I want to ask you more questions, blah, 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 blah. So either I tell them, look, nah, we ain't going to do all that. Here's my number. Holla at me when you want to meet up. Or I just stop texting them and I just ghost on them. You understand? I'm just like, whatever. I ain't got time for that shit. But see, the thing is, I don't care about not fucking with her. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's a million other women. But see, when you guys have that low self-esteem, when you have this, these women are the gatekeepers of the sex. Nigga, please. Fuck all that they're the gatekeeper. What the fuck makes you think women are the gatekeepers of sex, right? You got a dick, she got a vagina. If she wants to fuck, guess what? She has to fuck with a dick. You understand what I'm saying? She got to get a fucking dick inside her. Where she's going to get the dick from? The man, unless she's using a dildo. If she wants a real dick, she got to get the real dick from a real guy. Right? Are you not a real guy? Are you not a man? Right? So, the thing is, if she's horny and she wants to have sex, she has to have sex with a man. Why can't that man be you? Right? So, the thing is, you're not just here to jump on any chick that's willing to have you. That's that low self-esteem, that insecure type of shit. It's on some, I have no choice but to fuck with this girl. I have no choice but to be with this girl. She chose me. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. This never happens to me. Oh my God, she's special. She's not like the other girls. Like, you got that thought process. You understand? Because of your low self-esteem, right? But the thing is, if you have high self-esteem, if you are confident, right? If you understand how valuable you are, then you are not going to be, thinking about that. And see, this is the problem with this whole shit. Let's go even further. The problem with this whole fucking shit is this. Is that a lot of you watching right now, you're going to be like, but Mrs. Locario, you don't understand. And I see these comments all the time. You don't understand, you don't know what it's like to be a ugly guy because, you're tall and you're dark skinned and you got some muscles. And so girls are going to like that and all this other shit. See, look, this is what you got to understand. All those excuses, right? that you're saying right now of, oh, well, I don't look this way, or I don't look that way, and you're like, well, I don't look like you, Mr. Lucario, I'm not this, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to go with that argument, right? Because you have a bunch of people who will say, oh, well, Mr. Lucario, you're a good-looking dude. Then you got a bunch of people who say, Mr. Lucario, you ugly as fuck. I've heard both, right? So either way, if you go by the, oh, you're good-looking stuff, right? Then if you are a guy who is physically attractive, or a girl thinks you're physically attractive, then use that shit, right? But if I'm ugly, if I don't look good, but I'm still getting girls, then what's everybody else's excuse? You see what I'm saying? So either way, you can still get with these women, right? But see, the whole bad part about this whole situation is that the reason why you're having trouble is because you're getting a lot of rejections. You're not really seeing a lot of affection from chicks. You're not really getting a lot of numbers. You're not going on dates. You're not really having sex at this point, right? So what you say is, well, how am I going to be confident when my reality is these women aren't fucking with me? How am I going to, get girls if I don't have any experience of, a large number of women wanting to get with me? What will make me even think that this hot girl will want to get with me when I've never really been with a hot girl like that? Or anytime when I try to even talk to a hot girl, she's rejected me, right? So now, the thing is this, if you have, experience where, let's say, you talk to a hot chick and she actually was cooperating with you and you made something happen with her, right? You could use that experience to boost your confidence to say, well, you know what, I actually did get with a hot girl before, so I can do it again, right? You can use that. But the thing is, I don't want you to sort of fall back on that, or I don't say fall back, but I don't want you to use that as the end all be all, or I don't want you to use your negative experiences, or let's say not even negative, but just more so the experiences of you getting rejected. I don't want you to use that as a reason as to why you can't make it happen. You understand? Because let's look at it like this. Let's look at it like this. Me as Mr. Lucario, as the author, as the dating coach, right? When I was first doing this, right, I didn't have any experience. I didn't have any reference to say, oh, well, I did write a book before, so I can do it again. I never wrote in a book. I never written a book, right? I didn't have any experience being a dating coach, so I couldn't say, oh, well, I can do dating coaching because I have experience coaching. No, I had to start from somewhere without any experience, without anything under my belt, right? And while I was doing that, I was falling flat on my ass. Do you understand? There was a lot of mistakes I was making. There was a lot of things that weren't going the way it needed to go, right? So now what I could have did was I could have said, you know what? Fuck this shit. I can't write these books. I don't know how to write. I can't, create these videos. I can't create these products. I can't do this. Nobody's buying anything. You understand? When I've been doing this for 10 years, right? Almost 10 years. This next year is probably going to make it like the 10th, but so I always, round up or whatever. But anyway, so the first, let's say maybe let's say like 4.5 years of coaching, of really getting into this, I didn't make any money. You understand? And so I could have been like, oh, this is some bullshit. Shit's not going the way I want it to go. I can't really do nothing with this as far as, financially, it's not going to work out. So fuck this. I can't, I don't have any time to really keep going with this shit, right? So I could have gave up and not made anything happen, right? But what I did was I pushed through and I said, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to make shit happen. I'm going to get where I want to go. I'm going to get to the point where I need to be. Now, I didn't have anything to reference at this point. But I just had to go on faith. I had to go on just doing it, right? So now, when I kept doing it, I kept getting better at making videos. I kept getting better at doing products. I kept getting better at marketing. I started studying the game as far as business. And I kept pushing and I kept going. Then slowly but surely, I started making money, right? And then, at that point, I could use sort of that experience and say, oh, shit, I sold a book. I could sell another one, right? I put out a video. People are watching. I could put out more videos. Maybe more people are watching, right? But I would have never got to that point if I stopped myself, right, when shit wasn't going exactly how I wanted it to go at that point. I would have never gotten to that place, you know, I would have never gotten to where I'm at now if I would have stopped myself and said, oh, well, nobody likes watching my videos, nobody likes my stuff, blah, you understand? I would have never gotten to where I'm at now. You would not be watching this video. You would not be watching this video if I just said, fuck it, oh, you know, I'm a loser, nobody likes my shit, blah, 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 blah. You understand what I'm saying? So even in the face of shit not going the way I wanted it to go, I still kept going. I just stepped up my game. I started studying the game. I started learning new things. I started to, understand that, hey, look, I have something here. I have something valuable that I can teach, that I can put out there that can help people. You see what I'm saying? And so the thing is that I just kept going and I kept basically, putting shit together and learning and studying and applying shit, and then I started to see results. You understand? But see, part of it has to do with you understanding that you're valuable. Because even while I wasn't making money, even while shit wasn't going exactly how I planned and how I wanted it to go, deep down in my gut, right, I knew that I had something of value. You understand what I'm saying? I understood it. And I understood, even if I didn't see it happening, even if the outside world was like, oh, it ain't going right for you right now. I was like, fuck it. I'm still going to go and do what I gotta fucking do to get what I want. You understand? You live this one life. You gotta go and get what you want. You gotta stop complaining about shit. Because it's easy to complain about shit. It's easy to just give up. It's easy to blame everybody else. It's easy to compare yourself to other people and say, oh, well, he got more than I got. You know how much people have more than I have? You know how many dating coaches are more popular than me? You understand what I'm saying? You know how many dating coaches have more clients? And I don't give a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I like the fact that I'm able to help other people and be able to do this, and I like the fact that you're able to get help when you watch these videos, when you read the books, when you do all the other stuff. But all of that only happened. The only reason you are listening to me right now is because I decided to put this out, because I decided that I can make it happen. And then you resonated with that decision I made. All the things that you want to learn, it's because you wanted to learn that. It's because you're interested in it. It's because it gets to you. It touches you in a way where you want to actually learn and understand these things, right? So what happens is that we actually connect in that way. So when you're trying to get women, right, the only reason she's going to get with you, or the only reason you're going to get with her, starts with you. Do you understand? It starts with you actually going up and approaching and talking to her. It starts with you believing that you can get women. It starts with you believing in yourself. It starts with you believing that you're valuable. It starts with you understanding that shit, even in the face of you not getting the things you want to get right now. You understand? It starts with you even in the situation where this girl's rejecting you, that girl's rejecting you, that girl's rejecting you. Let me tell you guys a secret, okay? The guys who get the most women, the guys who get the most women, the guys who get the most motherfucking women get rejected the most. The guys who get the most women get rejected the most. So you're sitting there getting upset that you're getting rejected? No, sir. No. 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 The guy who gets the women gets rejected the most. So why is that? Because in order for most guys to get most women, right, that means they got to talk to a lot of girls. So that means they're going through a lot of rejection. Let me tell you, most of you guys who are complaining about rejection, this is what you do. You go and you talk to maybe, let's say, 6 girls within a month. And I'm just talking about generally, because I see this all the time. I see this with people that send me emails. I see this with even just on my regular everyday, you know, thing when I go out to different events or whatever, and I talk to these dudes, and I say, yo, you know, they always like, oh, I get, you know, these girls will be rejecting me, I don't get no play, blah, 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 blah. And I always ask them, I always ask the same question. Always ask the same question. I say, so how many girls have you talked to today? Right? Now, sometimes I get 0. But usually if I get a number, it's maybe like 1, 2 the most. So you tried to talk to, and when I say talk to, I say this could be girls online, could be girls on the street, girls, you know, at your school, whatever. You understand? You try to really actually holler at and see what's popping. It's usually 1 or 2, right? So these guys are like, I spoke to 1 or 2 girls today, and those girls rejected them, or they wasn't giving them time of day, or whatever it is. So then what happens is some of these guys, they end up not talking to another girl for maybe a week or so, maybe 2 weeks. Then they see another girl they like, and they're like, oh, let me go and talk to this girl because she's cute. They try to go talk to her, and then that girl rejects them. They're like, see, no girls like me. And it's been a month, and they talk to 3 or 4 girls. Versus the guy who they see with a different girl all the time, the guy who is making shit happen, right? He's talked to freaking 25 girls in a week, you know, and that's on the short end. He gets 1 or 2 of them. Then he goes and talks to another 25 girls, right? But see, the guy who who's like, oh, I keep getting rejected, I get no girls, he's sitting there waiting for the hottest girl or the girl that he thinks is the best or the cutest, and he's sitting there fantasizing about her, some girl maybe in his class or maybe he sees around his way. He thinks about her for a few weeks, and he finally musters up the courage to go and talk to her, and she rejects him. He's like, oh, see, girls don't like me, and it's not about confidence. Confidence is bullshit. It's because it looks. I gotta be the best looking guy, blah, blah, blah. While the other guy who is actually going out there and doing what he has to do is getting more women. And he's getting more women because he's talking to more girls. And what happens is that his social skills, his mouthpiece, gets tighter because he is talking to more women. You understand? So the thing is, you guys got to understand that your insecurity and your low self-esteem and all of that shit is making it hard for you to make shit happen. You understand? See, if you're insecure, right? If you have that low self-esteem, you know, understand that that's what it is. But what I want you to do is I don't want you to get that to stop you. I don't want you to make that stop you from doing what you need to do. And what's going to happen is this: you have to get to a point where you understand that you're valuable. And this is the hardest part. This is the part that's going to be hardest for you to really hear. But on a different note, from a different perspective, this should be the most liberating part. Is that you can't understand your value, or you can't really understand how valuable you are through the interactions that you have with women. You understand? Like you're not going to be able to do that, because what's happening is, if you're trying to gain your value or understand your value through women, then what's going to happen is that you're going to feel like you're not valuable if things aren't going the way you want it to go with women, right? But what you got to understand is, you know, you got to understand that you are valuable with or without women. You understand? Regardless. But that's something that only you can see. I can't teach you this. That's something that you have to see. That's something that you have to realize. This is why I say the truth is inside you. You understand? Because you have to fucking see it. You have to understand that. You have to see that. And then once you see that, once you know that, once you realize that, then that's when things are going to start to work out for you. But until you see that, until you know, right, it's going to be hard for you to make shit happen. See, there's no formula I can give you to understand this. I can't teach you how to understand this, really. This is something that you have to see. right? And so once you see that, you're going to, start to realize certain things. See, because right now you probably have low self-esteem, but you're probably insecure. And, if you understand your value when you see your value, you would realize there's nothing you have to be insecure about. You understand? And on the flip side, there's nothing you have to really feel even cocky about, right? It's just more so like, you're here and you understand, right? But this is some other shit that we're getting into. But what I want to say is that, look, you have to realize this shit. And once you realize it, that's when things are going to get better for you. All right? So that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, if you have any questions, click the link below and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, make sure you click the link below to get the Mr. Locario 30-minute game session. Now, this is a private one-on-one coaching session between me and you where we chop up game for a half an hour. So make sure you click that link below to get the Mr. Locario 30-minute game session. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 to 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.